Together, Pat talk. Both my family and friends hardly go on vacation on festivals or holidays. For one thing, we hate crowds, and for another, we'd rather avoid getting stuck in the car since all the roads heading out of town will be jammed with too many salary people. For one more reason, my dad and Pran's have this unspoken competition about whose family Pran and I would spend our time with. It's like a small game of the elders. In the end, Pran and I choose to stay home on holidays, going back and forth between two houses so these old men won't feel neglected. Once in a while, we'd use our annual leaves to travel somewhere quiet and serene. Par loves the sea, and Pran joined our trip. This time is my father-in-law's turn. Uncle Pokorn enjoys fishing, so we are all fishing at a dam in Kanchanaburi. You're one impatient guy, the only son of that family says with a grin. His bucket is full of fish that he planned to release once he's satisfied. As for me, I've stuck by his side all day and didn't catch a single fish. I'm unlucky. The fish took your bait several times. The sun is setting, turning the sky golden. Three men sit in line not so far away from each other. You yanked the line up once it shook. How could you get the fish that way? I'll lose it if I'm too slow. I counter, and the middle aged man near me snickers softly. You won't get one by the end of the day fidgeting like that. Fran's dad mutters. His voice echoes aloud in the silence, making me scrunch my nose. Why don't you fish with me in Bangkok next time? Whoa, I'll pass. I don't think it suits me. It's good for practicing patience and calmness. Uncle Pocorn explains, a smile plastered on his face. Pran leans backward so I can see Uncle Pocorn more clearly, but I still decline. I can't do it. My back hurts so bad, yet I didn't manage to catch one. You're still young and strong. Uncle Pocorn's low voice is carried by the wind. From here, we spot a flock of birds flying through the clouds over the big, round, yolk like sun slowly drowning in the dam. It's beautiful. Pran nods, his fishing line twitching again. He gets a giant snakehead this time, while Uncle Pocorn catches another fish. I sigh in my seat, eyeing the empty bucket of mine. Hey, you can release my fish. I fucking hate this sport. What can I do though? My father-in-law and my wifey seem to enjoy it a lot. Do well tomorrow, newbie. Pran pats my shoulder and lifts his dad's bucket to return the fish to nature. He collects everyone's rods and carries them back to the resort. I remain at the dam for a while before the middle-aged man come closer beside me. Don't like fishing? It doesn't suit a hot-headed guy. But you've tried all day. Uncle Pocorn grins. He has the exact smile as Pran. A hot-headed man with high patience. Well, Pran likes it. The last light reflects on the water surface, glistening. I cast my eyes ahead to the velvet carpet decorated with glitters. Also, it's been months since we traveled. It must have been hectic at the company. Yes, we're planning to move our office. It's too cramped in there. Are you investing in stocks? I'm studying it. Things already turned out beyond my expectations. The breeze brushes my hair. Even in summer, this place is surprisingly cool. Can you handle another company? Harden? Pran is doing well with the company he started up with his friends. He looks so happy. I know that. There's no sign of Pran coming back to take over his family business. And I'm so dying to retire. Did you talk to Pran about this? I did mention it. It'd be a shame to sell the company I built with my own hands away. My relatives aren't competent enough to manage it. I don't want to see my business crumble before my eyes, at least not in my lifetime. Well, what's your plan? I'd like to hear your thought first. How do you see yourself in 10 years from now? By then, I'll be in my 30s, turning 40 soon. My dad will probably be permanently retiring. Par will already have graduated and been married. If I don't have a new dream at that time, I guess I can lend him a hand. I want to start a line of architecture business for Pran so we can work and solve problems together. And he can even bring his friends in. Our working fields are related anyway. Or if their company has a positive growth by then, we can be partners. The sun is drowned in the water as my eyes are fixed on the dark purple sky. It will all get completely dark in a few minutes without any lights except one from the electric generator in our resort. Everything is quiet. When I turn my head, Uncle Pocorn is already looking at me. Ask Pran what he thinks if I let you take over my company. But you can be co-owners. Just consider it, okay? Both of you. Give me your answer later. There's no rush. The middle-aged man stands up and the movement shaking our left. It's better to tell me before you move the office, though. That way you'll be able to adjust your plan in time. He leaves into the glow, warm light from our accommodation. I stay outside, listening alone to the humming of nature. Did my dad say that? Fran and I drink beer after dinner by the window of the resort room near the dam, with only a wooden board separating the indoor and outdoor areas. Outside is the raft we fished on, tied to the resort. The breeze carries the coolness from the water hitting our faces. The stars in the new moon night sparkle in the sky with the same color as the water. I nod and press my lips on the coldness of the beer can. Fran does the same, his eyes casting ahead, placing his other hand atop mine on the table between our chairs. What do you think? I don't know. You have no idea if your dad will agree with my dad's plan. I mean, you taking over the company he resented? Your dad's still not over it even after all those sealed deals. He's over it now, I guess. Maybe. Well, this is a big decision. Yeah. Pran contemplates the idea, squeezing my hand as he does. If you ask me, I'm okay with it. I'm also okay with registering the company together with a line of architecture business. A large amount of registered capital will benefit us in stocks. That way, you monopolize numerous projects both from your dad's company and mine, all yours with other architecture project successes near. The stock price will surge. And once this company is registered in stock market, your CEO position will be taken away. Hand laughs. If I were a member of the board, I wouldn't select you. Chill, little Pran. Your dad trusts me, okay? I respond, holding out my beer. Pran lifts his can in his right hand to clink mine and chug it down. The light is dim. I have this perverted thought in my mind, but I'm afraid the sound will shock his parents in the next room. So, you're okay with it? I don't mind either, as long as I get to work with what I've learned. It's fine if you don't want this. I will find a way to take over the company and extend the line of architecture business. I might receive jobs related to architecture more than engineering. But if you can talk it through with my dad and yours, that's great. I can focus on my own things that way. Wow, you're not helping me decide at all. I have plans for any options. I can't abandon what my father worked so hard on. I'm just not ready to manage it yet. Then, will you be happier if I take over your dad's company? Good grief. Why are you asking if I'll be happy with what you decide to do or not do? You better ask yourself if you can handle it. Won't it be tiring? That doubles the responsibilities. It depends on the support whether I can handle it or not. Pran quiets down. So do I. You're my support, Pran. That's why I'm asking which option will make you happier. It's up to you. Pran cocks his head. From this angle, I take in his side profile. He bites his lip, his cheeks blushing from the beer we've drunk the half for half the night. It's always been up to you. Upon hearing those words, I move my face close to him, pulled by some strange force until our lips touch. We hear the sound of the ripples crashing the raft by the wind, mixing with the sound of our tongues tangled. I tilt my head so our lips can be perfectly sealed as Pran's hot breath hits my face. Fluttering my eyes open, I see the thick lashes on his shut eyes up close. I cup his pale cheeks in my hands. Pran is a lightweight, and he's pretty drunk right now. I can tell from the way he thrusts his tongue in my mouth and roll it around inside my cheeks and over my teeth. He grinds and sucks my lips without embarrassment. I swear I didn't plan to have sex with him tonight, but the stars, the ripples, and the natural breeze are luring me to ignore the rule I set in my mind in the early evening. Not to mention Pran's kiss and his swollen, red lips that I can't take my eyes off after his pulled back. Wait on the bed, I'll turn the light off. Pran nods, his dark hair falling over half his cheek. Hurry, Bad. I almost charge towards him. As soon as the light is off, I crawl on the bed and we kiss again. We throw off our clothes without a moment of hesitation. Don't be too loud, okay? I whisper, making him lie on his stomach. I slip one of my arms under his waist, lifting up his hips. Then I pull down his pants. But use the gel. I didn't bring it. Don't worry, I'll use my tongue to wet it before I enter you. I press my lips on his naked shoulder before kissing down his spine. Pran tenses up his muscles under the stars, and he fails to keep quiet when my tongue touches his soft entrance. He squirms so hard that I have to use my strength to lock him in place. Pran, my dear, I whisper in the wind. Our pant mixes with the sound of our flesh bumping against each other. The resort by the water shakes as someone's raspy voice reverberates through the dam, echoing. It goes on like that for another half of the night. The sunlight in the late morning welcomes me when I swing the door connected to the raft open. After I was done with our business, I shut the window, not allowing the new day to disturb my resting time with my lover. By the time I show up outside, it's almost 10 in the working day. It's nice traveling on working days. The resort is quiet with only two rooms open, mine and my father-in-law's. As a result, I feel no shame while sauntering outside in only a pair of shorts since no prying eyes are staring. You got up early? I greet Uncle Pocorn, who's fishing in the same spot, truly enjoying the sport. You caught a lot. I got more yesterday. Maybe they know it's the bait. Why don't you find something to eat first? It's late. I'll wait and eat with Pran, I reply, sitting next to him. Taking days off is just great. I can do anything whenever I'm pleased with. No worry. He'll probably wake up soon. Yeah, did you talk to him? I did, but I need to consult with my dad. It shouldn't be a problem since I'm almost 100% in charge. My father-in-law nods, his fishing line still in the water. Must have been a tough night. I shrink a little at his remark. Uncle Pocorn clears his throat, his lips curling up. It's good to be young. Well, not that much. It was noisy. I couldn't distinguish the voices, though whether it was yours or Pran's. Both were male voices. My whole face burns up, and my hands on my lap suddenly feel out of place. I raise them to rub my face, trying to hide my embarrassment. For goodness sake, it's not funny at all hearing those words from my father in law after doing his son so hard he was knocked out. Don't leave him. You've got both his heart and body, and I'm even going to give you my company. I won't leave him. My voice comes out muffled through the hands covering my face. I stretch my thumbs and index fingers to massage my temples. We'll be together like this until one of us dies. From now on, I can't imagine my life without Pran. Let me ask you something. Who's the husband and who's the wife? Uncle, quit calling me that. His words are followed by laughter. I peek at him through the gaps between my fingers to make sure this is Pacorn who scowled at me in my teenage days. Just call me Dad, like Pran does, at this rate. Okay, Dad. What's the answer? Did I get a son in law or a daughter in law? Or does it depend on the mood? I paused for a while before muttering, You got a son in law. Why are you mumbling? Do you not like it? Want me to talk to Pran? It's not like that, Dad. Honestly, I don't know what kind of expression I should make. Uncle Pocorn smiles when his fishing line gets tight and moves, the sign of a bait taken. Before he can reel in the fish, someone's footsteps startle the lucky fish away. What are you two doing? And what do you want for lunch? I'll tell the staff to prepare it. Your steps scared my fish away. You'll get a new one. Isn't Pran up yet, Pat? No. Has he any idea that what we did last night made it hard for me to face his parents? His mom puts on a sly smile and nods knowingly. Wake him up at 11 then, so he can take a shower and have lunch. We need to check out at 1, but they allow us until 2 since there are no other guests on a working day. Okay, I'll wake him up. The footsteps fade away behind us, leaving my father-in-law and me alone again. Discuss what I told you with your father. Pran told me he no longer holds a grudge. Yeah, he often invited Pran to dinner recently, so it shouldn't be a problem. The different policies of the two companies should be taken into account, though. I'm still mulling over how complicated it's going to be if I handle everything alone. You've got your life partner. Find a way together. He gives me such a great opportunity. I nod while Pran's dad rigs the artificial bait and casts it over the vast body of water. I pull my knees to my chest and locks my eyes on where the horizon meets the water and the white floppy clouds dotting the sky. My days with Pran go on endlessly. The sun yesterday shone bright, the same as today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and other days to come. The door is flung open and closed. Not a single fish bites Uncle Popcorn's bait as new footsteps approach. Pran flops down next to me. No parts of our bodies touch, but our eyes stare ahead to the same spot. Are you hungry, Pran? Not yet. I want to chill here for a bit. Have you eaten? No, I was waiting for you. Our hands skitter to each other on the raft. They don't touch the way they did yesterday when our hands intertwined as we were alone. Let's go then. I nod and stand up first before holding my hand out to him. Pran takes it, letting me lead the way until we are side by side. Don't leave him. Pran's dad's words echo in my head, and I promised him like a man. Don't leave me. Those words resound in my mind, and I know he promises me not to as well. End of Together.